Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. With that, let's head inside the Ford Field in Detroit. We're standing by are the two men who will bring you this one, Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gotton. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their now 30-year-old quarterback, Cam Newton, MVP of the league back in 2015.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. And let's take a look at the Bears offense.
And congratulations on their win last week, but they didn't get a whole lot of time to celebrate it on Sunday. They were right back to work on Monday, but you have to do things differently when you prepare for a Thursday night game. Because normally you'll take some time off. Here you get right back to work on the game plan mentally, and probably not put any pads on until you play again Thursday night.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Watch the twins. Watch the twins.
Now it's Newton. Short pass complete to the tight end, Kroon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
You got take. You got take.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Ready.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here goes.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On the draw, they go to Geis. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Newton now to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And on your screen, the offensive starters, Jarvis Landry, a guy that we profiled.
Love his game. Not only is he going to beat you with athleticism, he's going to outwork you as well, and look for him to hurt you also in the kick return game.
From the 27, Luck throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Short pass complete to the tight end Kroom. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there into the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. It just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. On 1st down, it's Luck. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Play action. It's locked. And Adams has it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Mostert. And an alley to run. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 76 yards.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling. But, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Here's McKissick. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's caught here by Adams.
Pass complete to Devontae Adams.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
They'll start the drive with a give to Walton. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And he finds Danny Amendola. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Geis. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Newton. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Out comes the offense onto the field once more, led by O.J. Howard. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Luck. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw, Luck. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get him down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Newton to throw. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
First down. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Check 9, check 9.
On first down, this is Geis. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Jimmy Smith, the one who brought him down.
Keep playing hard.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now, it's Walton. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Newton. And Amendola with a catch. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Well, the pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. From the 50, Newton. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Walton.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 31. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. A carry now for McKissick. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. This is Mostert, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And that's complete to Adams. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
52. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a
Now Newton on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walton. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
First down, Chicago.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Newton. And it's caught here, Amendola. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check 4.
To the air again, Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go. Hey, Mike 52. Check.
Newton throwing again. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
with the score.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Then in the afternoon window, all eyes will be on Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, where it'll be the Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. And finally, on Monday Night Football, wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Vikings and the Seahawks from CenturyLink Field in Seattle. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Now Mostert. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. They'll run with McKissick. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
And the Bears first down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run with Geis. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards, the pickup, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Walton. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. 6 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And Amendola's got it, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Brings up second and 2.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Love. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Jerry Tillery in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's a 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. This one out quickly to Westbrook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
Let's go, D. At the 19-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. It's caught outright, Amendola. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So that'll back them up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Throwing is Newton. And he's got Amendola on the connection. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now this throw caught left side, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's Danny Amendola as he and the offense march back onto the field. All right, so let's look at these numbers. I don't want to read the tea leaves here too much, but maybe he's in his own head a little bit after that hot start and the cool-off.
Sometimes that happens, and this is where you get tested as a player in this league if you truly want to be an impact player or a star, because that's what they're going to face each and every game. Extra coverage, extra people. So now, do you fight through it? Do you find other ways? Or do you allow it to affect you to the point where you're no longer an impact on the game?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now Newton.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that one home run before this one's over. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a 1st down throw. Luck. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Back now at Ford Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Watch 54. Not today, you won't. Not today.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
54. 3rd down. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
3rd and long. It's Luck. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Okay, Betty, I see you.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now it's Luck. And this is caught by Watkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Get him, boy. Get him.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Offense.
That's on the former Army Ranger, Alejandro Villanueva. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he finds Howard complete. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll be a 2nd down.
A gain of 11.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
To throw again on 2nd down. Luck. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Exit 3rd and 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
675.
First down.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
From the red zone now, Luck, complete, Smith has it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Back to throw. Luck to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They attempted the fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Newton. And it's caught here, Amendola. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, Newton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 4 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Again, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Let's get this.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync because early in the game, defense...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Love. And this is caught. He hits Landry.
Let's go, fellas.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Olivier Vernon brings him down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here I come. Here I come.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 33.
So Luck down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Check 37.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Lions, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bears, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.